Hello everybody and welcome here to the Forge powered by Skillshot. It is Friday night, which means it is the prime time here for gaming. And what's better than a little bit of gaming as well as some esports truth talk with a little bit of that extra layer of gaming on the icing on the cake, right? Well, we have a lot in store for you today. We have a lot coming at you between the likes of Rogue Company, Halo, etc., etc. You see my face on the screen for now, but I'm not alone in this one. There's a lot, and I don't know why. Just don't ask me why they brought this guy on, because I could do this myself, but, you know, I guess it's okay to have a plus one. Alongside me today, we do have Troy Pibcast-Welling coming in. Troy, how are you doing on this fine evening?
I was better before I came to talk to you, so I'm happy to at least be on here. I know we're going to have a cool guest. That's the only thing I'm looking forward to. You suck, and it's not really fun being on the show, but I'm happy to be back, happy to play some Rogue Company. Obviously, a new up-and-coming game. It's a lot of fun, but yeah, nonetheless, you are still lonely, and I'm here now, so I'm excited to get the show going.
Lonely, I don't know about all that, but, you know, I could do with a lot better company than you, but, yeah, okay,
like
I guess.
Rogue Company?
Beggars can't be choosers. Yeah, exactly. I see what you did there. You're dumb. You're so dumb. But like I said, yeah, we do have some Rogue Company coming up as well as some Halo later on in the day. We can go ahead and take a look at the full schedule to see where we're going to be by the end of the night. Of course, we have the check mark on this one, the hot seat coming up here soon with Rogue Company on that. And then we will be actually playing that, as you mentioned, with a special guest coming in on top. And then we'll eventually, at the end of the night, move our way into the Halo scene. And I'm sure that there's a lot of people excited about that one. It's going to be a big year for Halo.
Yeah, it is. I mean, a lot of people, I think, originally thought it was going to be a BR. So that was like the first appeal, as everyone's like, oh, is this Halo's BR? Oh, this is crazy. And everyone's like, probably not. Probably not. We'll see. But it's going to be very interesting. It's supposed to be the end of this year, hopefully. If it doesn't pull a Cyberpunk on us, it'll be here by the end of the year and not 2024. But it is obviously Halo. Every Halo game has been amazing. Even stated to Halo Wars. I'm a Halo Wars fanatic still to this day. I die by Halo Wars, but I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, so of course, you know, we've talked about there. We'll get to that by the end of the day. But before there, we have Rogue Company coming up. You've seen it around the last month, 6 weeks or so. A lot of streamers, a lot of influencers have been trying their hand in the title. It's at the top of the list. You know, everyone's really excited about this. It's a little bit of a different kind of approach here to this sort of genre, I guess, because it is a little unique. It is different, and that I think adds a lot of this value into this game. So with Rogue Company coming out, we recently were able to have, you know, this opportunity to be able to get this, you know, to come in and be able to highlight some of this one, show the levels of excitement, and just to be able to talk about it, because I do think that this is going to make a good splash here in the esports market as we move forward into this one. Once it finally gets into a point where, yes, this is a scene we can set up a competitive world in, and I don't think it's going to be long before you start seeing some teams announcing their signings and announcing their participation in a professional Rogue Company league.
Yeah, I mean, we've already seen some partnerships with like Dr. Disrespect and 100 Thieves, so we already know there's at least some partnerships or some interest from brands and people that are of high quality. So it's definitely something that could come into the future, and I think it definitely has that livelihood. All FPS games, I think, have a chance to go pro. It's just the nature of the game. And to have a fun game like this, have it be 4v4 is a little bit kind of like COD style, but you still have a lot of like Counter-Strike-esque feel to it. So it is a mix of a lot of games, and it feels like a great game.
Yeah, we'll have a lot more to talk about as we get into this one. We are going to take a short break, but when we do come back, we'll get to the hot seat with Rogue Company. We'll be able to dive in and nitpick at everything coming through, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. everybody, and welcome back from that real quick. I promised you the action. You can see it on screen. Now we can talk about Rogue Company, the ins and outs. We can start the nitpick coming in. Of course, my name's Trevor McNeil, and alongside me, I have the unfortunate pleasure of Troy Pipcast Welling. And now that we have this time, we have everything in front of us. We got all the details that we need to know. We can talk about the actual release of this game, because the last 6-8 weeks, it's been a title that keeps popping up here on Twitch. You see a lot of your favorite streamers that are participating, playing in this one, showing it off and highlighting it. And it's really started to bring a following and a crowd into this one. And the fact that the release has just been out for, that 6-8 weeks, and it's already getting this level of excitement, it really shows good promise here for Rogue Company and the future that it has.
Yeah, I just want to pinpoint that you did say pleasure. You called me an unfortunate pleasure, so I just wanted everyone to really realize that statement. But yeah, as far as Rogue Company goes, like we were already talking about earlier, the partnerships they've already had within that couple months span, with 100 Thieves, with Dr. Disrespect, and I'm sure a lot more as we go into the future of it. But those are pretty big deals to start the game off. Yeah. So it's obviously created a lot of interest and created enough interest from some pretty popular brands in order to get some excitement going for the scene and for the game. And I think those two, you've nailed quite a big audience by hitting Dr. Disrespect's fan base and also 100 Thieves fan base. There's a lot of people on both sides of that.
Yeah, there's certainly a wide pool of, people that are being targeted by this. I mean, it's good marketing. You got to give them credit for that one. And the fact that you get these releases on everything, you get Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, PC, cross-platform coming in, that's a thing that's really started to develop as, this year has progressed. You start to see more and more cross-platform games where you can play with the people regardless of where they are at. So the fact that you're bringing this in obviously shows a lot of versatility here with this title, and it really has a good promise because of the fact you can team up with anybody and you can still, talk trash on your console players and the controller players because, PC master race. But when it, at the end of the day, the fact you can have this game and share that experience regardless of what PC console you're on is a really good sign for any game in existence.
Yeah, it's definitely been the wave for at least this year alone, and going forward. There's been a lot of cross-platform games, or at least games that are starting to allow access to cross-platform and to cross-play, which I think is super important. Obviously, the console war and whatever has been going on for so long, but now you actually have the option for everybody to join each other. I think that's awesome. You have the PC tryhards meshing in with the casual worker that just got home and just want to play a little bit of Xbox and gets destroyed. You get all that mix, and it's just the greatest feel is to have everybody be able to game with each other. And I think that's what Rogue Company has done well already to start the game, is to be able to have that access, to have those features, because obviously we all have friends from all over the globe and all on different platforms. So it's nice to be able to escape reality for a little bit, play with your friends that you would not normally be able to play with on a game that you'd love to play. So it's really, really fun that games are starting to include more cross-platform and starting to kick that into gear.
Yeah, the phrasing that, we all have a lot of friends. I don't know about you. I don't think you have that many friends, but
no,
the rest of it,
the viewers maybe.
No, you don't. We can give them benefit of the doubt that they probably do have the friends that you don't. But with this game releasing, a lot of the people that were given the access to it, early on, in this summer, late summer, early fall, where the streamers and such would, get this. And like I said, I give a lot of credit to the marketing team. They did a phenomenal job, just because in the sense that you're bringing this game title and that people are seeing this because their favorite streamers are watching and playing this, and they're like, I want to know what this game is because it looks fun. They want to get their hands on it, and they want the experience. We saw the same thing with Valorant. As Valorant came out, the closed alpha, the closed beta, everyone was like, this is a huge splash that these people want to do. You're getting that sort of impact already before the game even opens to the public is a great sign for the players, whether it is the PC sweats or the console casuals as they come home from a long day at work, as you said, just to get destroyed. But, the fact that you have this sort of different aspect, the different game styles coming in. And then, as you mentioned, these partnerships that they're signing with 100 Thieves, with Dr. Disrespect, and already implementing then these partnerships into the game. You get the custom skins, you get all of the visuals to come through. And on top of that,
and let me tell you, we got the custom skins.
The two-time himself gets his own arena, which is the coolest thing. That, like, as soon as I saw the posts, the pictures, the videos, the tweets, everything about this, it's so cool.
Just looking at everything
just
in the actual
oh,
arena,
it's
it's
beautiful.
so sick. I mean, like we were talking about, partnerships is one of the biggest things for games like this. And being seeing Shroud play it, that's 750,000 views on YouTube. You have Dr. Disrespect's partnership where he was massive on Twitch and massive on YouTube and massive wherever he goes. It's a sick partnership, and obviously the actual in-game map just looks so cool. And the crazy thing is, a lot of this comes straight from his stream. Like a lot of this is very
Yeah.
on point to his brand and onto what he's designed for his own streams. So it's actually impressive in that sense, but it's also really, really cool to be able to see like that is Dr. Disrespect in the game. Like that is straight up exactly what he looks like. It's very impressive. Obviously, me and Trevor both immediately have copped the Dr. Disrespect everything. We want to be just like him when I grow up. I just need to grow like 7 more inches and be like 7'4", and I'll be okay.
And be successful in your esports career.
And be successful and entertaining and actually win things. And
yeah, this is you're not
just
looking
kept
good for you, buddy.
spiraling.
Not looking good. It's a very long list. But yeah, the fact that, you have this arena that comes in, you actually get the player to come in as well. I mean, like you get the character model of Dr. Disrespect in the game. And then on top of that, a shout out, behind the scenes, because you put the list of names of people that help Dr. Disrespect, and, a shout out to the Peace Pigeon. He's one of the editors that really helps accent, as you said, the branding that comes through and is just phenomenal front to back, top to bottom, because that map is his branding. And, the fact that they got the challenge, the Rogue Company developers went in to go into the roots to get this custom staged for him, and in less than a day developing this and getting everything that they needed for creating this arena. And then a week later, they have the confirmation of Dr. Disrespect. Just we have a deal, and it's at that point really not even a question. It's like, yeah, this is gonna happen. Like, we're all in on it. And the fact developers got in, Dr. Disrespect's team got in to help put all of this together. They did a phenomenal job, and you can't give enough credit. And then you talk about as well, with Dr. Disrespect looking into the other partnerships that are coming through, 100 Thieves and esports. And it's starting out where it is currently with, just getting these brand names to come on board. And as you mentioned, the impact that they're making, because the amount of people that are either watching or playing that are just doing so well to make sure they get a widespread message to everybody they possibly can. 100 Thieves coming in. And as I mentioned earlier, it's only a matter of time before the esports market really starts to latch onto this and teams start to sign their players.
Yeah, it's about time you stop talking. The competitive scene is actually pretty impressive for Rogue Company. It has a scene, of course, and it probably will have a scene like I was talking about with the FPS feature. As being a very good FPS game, it gives you the reminiscence of like an arena FPS kind of shooter. Has that search and destroy feel, and there's also different game modes as well if you wanted to try those through. I know Arms Race came out literally today, so we've been playing a little bit of that. But there's a lot of different aspects to it. But obviously, the competitive scene is probably going to be that search and destroy as most teams go on. Call of Duty is probably the only game that's not eccentrically focused around search and destroy. It has the other options of CDL, being hardpoint and team deathmatch, whatever it might be, that's thrown into the mix. But the search and destroy feature, obviously really nice. The 4v4 could be a benefit and a disadvantage at the same time. Obviously, a lot of teams usually roll in 5s, but if you're going to make a team for Rogue Company, you already know it's 4, so it's, at least you're already on page for that one. But yeah, as far as the competitive scene goes, I think there could be a competitive scene pretty easily in this game, as long as it just gets the support and the backing, because that's kind of the major feature. Is if it has that support, then people are going to want to try and strive and try to play for it.
Yeah, and there's a point, that's a huge thing, having the developer support in this one, kind of getting these minor tweaks and changes, because, you see it a lot of time with the games, they will buff or nerf things respectively, kind of more geared towards what the professional play does. There's a little bit as well, with the majority of the players, right? So it's going to have the impact on both the players, that are complaining about this gun's broken, because at a casual level, then yeah, you can't really fight against that. You can't win your firefights or whatever it may be. That is the one major complaint that the majority has. And then you're going to see the other tweaks, for that upper level gameplay. And the fact that, as you mentioned, with the 4 players coming in, pretty typical size. And I think as soon as this really does catch on, as soon as they do get, these tournaments start to come through, they get the traction of the esports support, you get the prize pools, and then players start realizing there's a scene for this, there's a market for this. You'll start to see the players dedicate the time, put the effort in, And it definitely is going to have this sort of ability to really develop into a very solid esports market. I mean, and from where it's at, just from release already into the point of now it's, out for the common public to play, the ranked game coming in. They put out the roadmap earlier on that they're actually doing a very good job of sticking to, as you mentioned, everything kind of is holding to where they're at now. So the fact that they're able to put out this plan and stick to it is a great sign already for that developer support.
Yeah, roadmaps have been huge in most games. Obviously, Rainbow Six Siege has had a roadmap for a couple seasons, and that really got interest in a lot of people's decisions on if they wanted to buy season passes or wanted to buy the game. Just having that option to see everything as it's laid out and kind of visualize what they're going to do to the game, and have that much like development and have that much support going through that many months it's fantastic, because you get to know exactly what the devs are doing, and you get to see what, like, a little bit into the future, so that there is a future of the game. Like, they're not just going to give up halfway through. They have a roadmap for a reason. They want to finish everything off and go to the end of it. And I think it's perfect that Rogue Company already has that kind of option, or showing people that they already do have that roadmap coming out. Obviously, looking at this first initial roadmap, you have everything that has already gone through. You have player identities, new maps coming out, new rogues, ranked. Obviously, it's the major key point on these phases. Everybody, once you get that ranked mode, I think Rogue Company even evolves even more, because once people get that competitive aspect back into their game, it changes drastically. You could see that with something like Valorant. When it was in the beta, people weren't grinding for ranked. There wasn't any ranked for a really long time until the end of the beta.
Right.
The game started to, slowly die off, and people weren't playing as much. And then ranked came out, and people are like, this is it. I'm grinding only this for the rest of my life. And I think that's exactly what Rogue Company is going to do as well.
Yeah, once you, as you mentioned, bring that ranked aspect into it, it definitely makes an impact on the players, recognizing that there's a reason to do this. You get the rewards, you're able to rank up and, try to be the best player in your respective title, whatever you're playing. And when you introduce that, you lose all of the conversation then about just the public matchmaking, skill-based matchmaking, because that is a very popular complaint that a lot of players have, regardless of the title and the skill-based matchmaking. I don't want to sweat all the time in a casual game. I just want to be able to go in, fill a random lobby, or anything of that. You just have these players to come in, have a good time, and then if they want to, they can go into that ranked lobby, and then they can really start to flex their muscles, what they do. And I think it's going to have a great impact once that, the roadmap continues to follow through, as you said, and introduce the rank. It's going to be a great time for Rogue Company and a lot of these players to really start to accent. And then you'll see the teams coming in, cycle it all back, players start getting signed, esports team develops, and lo and behold, there you have it. We have a lot of details that we have worked out. We have talked a lot about Rogue Company and how we think this is all going to go. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we're going to put it all to the test and see how much we can actually do translating our skills from words onto the screen. Not going to be good. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back from that quick break. Just a few minutes ago, we were talking about everything in and out of Rogue Company, the development, the esports scene, and all that we needed to know about how we think this game is going to track heading into the future, following the roadmap that they have laid out. My name's still Trevor McNeil, and alongside me still, I guess, he keeps coming back. I don't know why. Troy Welling.
Hi.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Good, thanks.
Great. Awesome. Well, on top of that, we've had a great time, just us. Well, I don't have to deal with just you anymore. I get a +1 to come in. We have none other than the very own former professional Halo player. Now he's taking a back seat to the competitive scene. Going in, did you just point at yourself that you're
No, I would never.
Halo?
Nope.
You're a liar. Don't get me out. I want out. As I said, he's taking a backseat now in the competitive scene. Now just the esports enthusiast as well as gamer and streamer. Our very own, not ours, but Hi-Rez's very own, Proverb, professional verb, Mr. Dr. Proverb himself, Dylen Roberts. Welcome on into the show. How you doing today, man?
What's up, guys? I'm good. How are you? My name? No, we're not even going to talk about that. That's just not. It's actually Proverb. The DR is my initials, so it just happens to form Doctor for some reason. So, but good. How are you guys?
For some reason.
Hey,
I'm good.
Well, the fact that we have you in here now, we get to kind of explore a little of something on of this, what goes on in the world. So, Mr. Dr. Proverb, you can explain kind of what you do, who you are, obviously an employee of Hi-Rez. So just kind of give a little bit of the background, not a competitive player anymore. So what do you do to fill your time now?
Well, I have a 2.5-year-old, so that fills most of it. But no, I'm a full-time broadcast producer. I'm also the head of the engineering side of all things production and broadcast for Hi-Rez Studios. So anything that you guys see online and stuff like that, I work with a team of guys that puts on all the shows for Smite, Paladins, Rogue Company, different stuff like that. So I've been working on that for the last couple of years now. Just kind of took a back seat to doing the different games and different events and stuff, and then from playing before that to now actually doing the broadcast stuff. So it's been really enjoyable. I get to play a little bit more every once in a while. So
remember, guys, if you have any problems with any of those games, add him on any social media platform. He will take care of all of it. No problem.
Support. Hit up support. You'll get a faster response.
Hit him up. He's a doctor. Trust me.
He's the guy that fixes everything.
Can't fix that for you. Sorry.
Rest in peace, your notifications. That's
no kidding.
If you have any complaints about him not solving your problems with the game, at Pibcast, so you can tell him that he was wrong.
Agreed.
And you can just explain everything as to why he just can't do anything right. So
that guy.
That's dumb. Well, it's a pleasure to have you here. Of course, we mentioned, the former professional in Halo. So your background, obviously, are stretching back. We'll get to the Halo topic later. But, what is and how far back does it go with your professional career in Halo? And how'd you manage to get into that?
Oh, man. So it's really funny. My background behind esports was it started, I went over, me and my little brother went over to a cousin's house. And this was back the original Xbox, the original Halo had first come out. And never owned a PC, never owned a gaming console, anything of that sort. And we just picked up the controller and we were playing 2v2s and Halo CE and just going back and forth. And we found out that, hey, this is a lot of fun and we had a niche. So as soon as we got back home, we went to our parents and said, hey, we want a console. So we bought our first console and it just kind of stemmed from there and kept playing. And then eventually we found out about game battles and MLG days and all these different tournaments, and we were homeschooled too, so it was just like an ending amount of playing. We would spend 15, 16 hours a day just grinding Halo and playing with people online and stuff. And then Halo 3, Halo 4 came out. I didn't really get to break into the professional scene of actually making money until about Halo 3, Halo 4, reach days, stuff like that. And that's where a lot of my high level competitive started to kind of kick in. And then after Halo 4, kind of going into Halo 5, there wasn't really any tournaments, so we switched over into running like local events and local lands and stuff. And I used to actually be an event manager, so I would plan, run, execute the events, um, and then I would work with the production guys. They would do the broadcast side, and then eventually it just kind of kicked off to where there wasn't really as much work in the event side as there was for the production side. So I kind of got thrown into the fire, had some really good mentors. They kind of taught me the ropes, and I caught on, and then just kept going. And then eventually, uh, come 2.5 years ago, I got a call from some guys down in Atlanta that said, "Hey, we're looking for some people to come work in the broadcast scene." I'd already been doing a lot of freelance and stuff, so they said, "Hey, come work in the broadcast scene," and I said, sure. So I ended up moving down to Alpharetta, Georgia, and went to work for them, and been doing that ever since. And um, now I just kind of moved more into my official title is senior broadcast producer. I still produce shows, but I'm more of the engineer in charge for all of our stuff that goes on behind the scenes and stuff. So.
Well, at least he's qualified, because this other guy next to me, we found him. He's some college student, sent a letter to somebody, said, "Hey, I'd like to show my forehead on screen." So here he is.
No pressure.
I'd like
no
a
pressure.
scholarship.
Yeah, no pressure, Troy.
He didn't get a scholarship either, so don't.
The worst part is I also play
that...
15, 16 hours a day, and I'm not professional in anything.
Yeah, no. I sleep like 15, 16 hours a day. I'm
know
a professional
that.
sleeper, I guess. It's a good life for you,
brother. If you ever need to contact Trevor past or before 3 p.m. PST, it's not going to happen.
No, it's not. I have a
Are
set time schedule, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Are you working or you're sleeping?
No, he's sleeping.
I sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the sunrise come up, and I'm like, that's my cue.
Hey,
it's time to go to bed.
You don't need a rooster, an alarm clock. Get a kid.
There you go.
I can't afford my own lifestyle, let alone one to support a child.
alarm clock, a child. Like, on the scale, they seem pretty close.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, 2020 has been a wild year, man. That's all we can say realistically about it. But trying to branch it all back and bring it all back around, the esports experience that we've had, especially in 2020. There's been a lot of shows coming through. Working freelance. Troy and I both doing that. And the fact that we've had so many opportunities for 2020 to kind of help out in the esports market, from where you started versus getting the phone call to becoming like this, like actual senior producer, what was the best and the hardest thing that you've learned in your experience from esports, whether you're a player, the producer, freelance, contracted, whatever it might be?
So the best thing and the hardest thing I would say is probably going to be the dedication and the time that it takes to kind of do these different things. Starting off, it wasn't just you get into it and then you kind of, get all these opportunities. Probably been working at this and doing different things for about 10 plus years. That's from sacrifice to, when we first started, it was funny. I watched a video the other day that Adam Epicella put out about, he used to take a train ride to New York, and he barely had 2 pennies to rub together. And that was the grind for a lot of us that started into this industry, younger on and stuff, before there was a lot of money and 100 Thieves and all these different people put into play. That really kind of streamlined. And Adam is one of those people too, that like a lot of us looked up to, a lot of different people that realized, hey, if you want to make any kind of a dent in this industry, you have to really work at it, and it's that grind that you have to put into it. I remember my wife was working 2 jobs, at Taco Bell, and worked for the airport as a car agent for rental cars and stuff. And I was playing video games for 12, 13 hours a day, and then going, running events and different stuff like that, making maybe $1,500, stuff like that. And it's really funny, even be considered a professional player. The term professional means making money or making a living off of it. And technically at that time I was, because that was the most that I could make. But it was still a very low amount. You talk about guys making hundreds of thousands of dollars now playing this game because of the time frame and the money that's now in esports. That wasn't there. It was, when I first started getting into even event operations and production and stuff now it's kind of evolved more, but then it was, I used to drive 3 hours for a $300 every 2 weeks paycheck. I spent more on gas to drive to work than actually to do anything, to even make a living off of it. And that's really where it started. And then the more experience you build up and the more, stuff that, I went to school like anybody else, but like, do I use any of that for what I'm doing now? Like maybe a little bit, just a little bit, but not as much as what, you actually have to retain the experience and the information that you get out of this. 90% of the stuff that I do is all troubleshooting. It's stuff that like, hey, I failed 100 times and this one thing works, so I'm going to use this one thing. It's very similar to, the light bulb and how many times, he failed at like just making those things work and different stuff along those lines too. So it's, you have to really put in the work, and that's the best thing I can tell. And I've had a lot of people, ask me, what keeps people, wanting to try and get to that level. And that's honestly the only advice that I can give them is, hey, learn from the people that came before you. You have the ability to get such a jump on stuff now that we didn't. We had to experiment and fail and then finally succeed at something. That's just the way that it works. There's not really a golden book to like lay out before you. Even Ninja, like Tyler put out not necessarily a book, but it was kind of a book of like how to be a good gamer and so on and so forth. And one of those things, like I was talking to him about that, a while back before he wrote it, and he was telling me that he was writing something along those lines. And I told him, I said, we didn't have any of that when we first started. Like there was no rule of thumb. Like even with sponsors and stuff, we didn't have. There was no. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how to read, but I have it.
Oh no. I barely know how to read. College is a scam. Go ahead.
My face. Did you see my face? It was shocked because you had that book. But no, we didn't have those guidelines that we could actually go off of. That was something that a lot of guys had to pioneer all the way through to even try and get any kind of sense. So.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's definitely been an experience, and I'm young too. So like, I'd say I'm young. 22 is like just breaking into the scene. But even then, like, I can even point back to the days I started gaming 15, 16, and there still wasn't anything. Like it's so recent and so new that like this esports scene and people actually funding it. And now you're seeing, funds from Derek Jeter, these huge like athletes and players and that also believe in the scene and believe in the vision of esports. And obviously it's just blowing up everywhere, no matter what it is. And it just also shows, people like Tyler, like Ninja, just the kind of like impact they can have on millions of people around the world. And it's really been sensational to see how much it's grown.
Yeah, I honestly, I can say the same thing. That's the bigger part is just seeing how much money has been brought into the scene from where it originally started. I remember competing for prize pools that were a major event was $2,500, and now you can't, like, to host a $50,000 small event is actually really cheap compared to like what that was. So just taking the inflation of like what it was and then what it is now is tremendously different.
Yeah, you start to bring in these professional organizations. You get NBA teams, NFL teams, players, athletes, etc., that are now branching into this. The ownership as well. You're starting to see this crossover. A lot of the NBA teams and League of Legends teams, starting to cross, and just the connections from one to the next of just the amount of cash flow that's coming into this scene. And as you talk about, you started out there, same point. 14, 15 years old playing Black Ops 1, and all we could do was just play public matchmaking. That was our, and then we'd have these game battles that we'd set up, but that was it. It's all we could do because all the guys I played with were Canadians. So I couldn't drive to Canada because I'm not driving across the entire country and into Vancouver to go play Call of Duty. Like it's just not going to happen. But the availability that's really coming through now, and even in the sense of being as a player versus the experience in the industry in and of itself, because we're kind of getting past that point now as this market develops, and for generic and for esports in general, that it's not really a point now where you can just come in because right time, right place. You can have the experience to back it up, to get yourself in this position, to become like Mr. Dr. Proverb himself.
It's funny you say that.
Become...
It's funny you say that too, because like, and a lot of the guys that used to compete with me and play with me and stuff back in the day, they'll tell you I used to be known as a sponsor kid because I would be the person that would go out, write sponsorship decks, get organizations and stuff involved and people to donate money to the team to either fund flights or hotels or pay for salaries or different stuff like that. And granted, I was able to pull more of the talent pool to make teams better, but it was also in that day and time, people couldn't really fathom the fact that people were willing to give money to organizations or teams to use that as leverage as a marketing tool. And that was a big thing for me, is that like, it wasn't like I was also good, but I was also, I was able to find those people that were able to support my team and make sure that like whatever we were doing and wherever we were going, that my guys were taken care of, all the way down to jerseys, to hotels, to, it was all small, but it was stuff that would help us to be able to kind of limelight. Now you look at it, like teams can't even play professionally without a jersey. Teams can't play professionally without an organization most of the time. You don't hear of pro teams without sponsors or without organizations because it's just not really heard of. When that wasn't a thing back then. That was, if you had a sponsor, if you had anything, it was wonder what it was. So.
Yeah, as we get into this, the conversation, we can talk about esports and the development of where we're all at as gamers now. I mean, yep. I don't know if you've ever heard of the Twitch Prime Apex Cup, but Troy, he's kind of a big deal. But now, as I said, we are about
trophies over there.
Don't bring it out. Don't bring it out. We don't need it. We get to a point now. We're trying to translate our skills of words. You said you're good. You're ready to put the ball cap on. We get directly into gameplay here. We are already getting ready to drop into this first one, and fingers crossed you can carry us because we're terrible. That's all I'm saying.
Sure. So Arms Race, just talking about Road Company and stuff, and Arms Race. Arms Race is a new game type that a buddy of mine who's actually been working on this with Scott Gandhi and some of the other guys that have been designing and making this game. Was telling me about this the other day, and basically it's a game mode that it's very similar, not necessarily similar to Halo, but the concept is similar to like you can pick up weapons around the map. So like you all start with the same weapons, and then you pick up your guns and stuff along the map of what you're going to play. So that way it's more balanced across the playing field. And to be honest with you, I haven't played this game mode yet. This just released today, so this is something that's going to be an experience for all of us. But I am going to play Vi. We're gonna try. We're gonna start.
You hate hearing that from the carrier of the group, being like, "Yeah, I've never played." So good luck to everybody else.
Hey, the concept is still the same. The concept is still the same. You still got to know how to shoot. So,
that's true.
And actually talking about that too, Troy. You were talking about esports and the 4v4. A lot of competitive games used to be 4v4. There's CS:GO and League of Legends was 5v5, but. Yeah, a lot of people, well, they're starting to find out too. It's very expensive for competitive players and competitive esports and stuff to fund 5 players, because most of the time you also have a coach, so that gets up to 6 people. Just going down, most games now are actually easier to field teams of 4 and also open environments and stuff. Not saying there is any esports yet built for this, but that's just the theory that I've seen with a lot of games in general, not just Road Company or Halo or Call of Duty. You're starting to see more of that aspect. So one of the things that I know you guys were talking about, the Dr. Disrespect. So we've got those gliders as well. So we've got these lovely things that let us jump out. The marketing team did a wonderful job on the making of this stuff too.
I guarantee I get first blood. I guarantee.
I highly doubt.
Die first. I don't think I either die first or I get
zipline. No, tower.
No doubt. Oh, hey. Oh, if I could aim, that'd be sick.
Ignore those.
Was that your first blood? Did you say first blood?
Yeah, I helped.
Troy, did you say first blood?
That's crazy.
I don't know. I don't think
that's action.
I don't think you got first blood.
Do they have a team? I'm confused.
Where are they? Someone.
Well, I hear people.
We got flanked. On the flank.
Oh, you opened this.
I have a shotgun. I can't take this fight.
I'm terrible. Oh my! I just got rained down 3 health. Not even worried. I don't even. Okay. Find me. Oh no! Right by me.
I'm busy.
There's 2 on that doorway. Okay, I need a better gun.
Oh, this is a burst rifle.
Yoink.
Got one.
Yoink.
Oh.
Both
okay, let's see.
On the corner.
You went to the left.
And right here.
On the tower? Tower?
Oh, I mean, what?
He's
Ah,
actually
Troy.
one shot. We're shooting the
You just
entire
let
time.
Troy. You just let me die. I'm very.
It does 14 damage from 30 range. Oh no! Oh no! It's all bad.
All you gotta do is aim for the head, Troy.
OG down. Yeah,
Let's
point and click.
their head.
Go
Haha.
ahead.
Tell
Oh,
Trevor that.
also, the other thing I wanted to bring up too, this is cross-play with cross-progression. So, like, I can play on my PC or any device
that's awesome.
or Xbox. Like, right now
I
I'm
don't
on
know
my
why I'm
Xbox, but I
reviving
usually
you.
play on my PC.
They're
No,
just
reviving
staring
is
at me
good.
right now.
Yes.
Yeah,
Any-
but it's my
Any
enemy.
high-res employee will tell you if you do not revive, you get blacklisted. That is the rule.
Listen, I don't think you understood. I revived Trevor. It was the worst time
Look
of
at,
my
look
life.
at, oh.
Wait,
Traded?
don't leave me.
Hold on, throw mine. So throw mine. He's weak. He's weak coming around.
Ah, ha, ha.
That's fine. I'll help you.
I got you, buddy. Don't worry.
Watch the nades.
Right here.
Oh, you got up.
Oh, wait, I have no ammo.
There's another
They
one.
won't notice this.
Get him.
They won't notice this.
What? Just
Wait, I
shoot him
covered
once.
so bad. Hold on, I gotta go.
Him. Come on.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Troy?
Troy.
Troy, there was like 3 guys right in front of you, dude.
Oh.
I won't be here anymore.
Hold on.
I've never
voyage.
experienced this pain in my
Oh,
life.
crouch. Tower.
Wow, those
Keeps
bars
using
must
zip
be
line
made
to-
of iron because I can't shoot through them. Yeet!
On our right.
how it
On our
works.
right.
No.
He's weak.
Oh, headshot. Oh,
Oh,
alright,
boy.
alright.
I am
Give me
low
that.
health.
Give me that. Give me... Ah!
Left side, left side.
It won't let me get around the corner.
Hold on, I'm gonna
There's
try to
like a
fight.
red on me too. Come on, Doc. Pick me up. Okay.
Oh!
What do you mean, Doc? I'm not even near you. Hold on, I'm getting
No,
some
the other
pictures.
Doc.
See, even he acknowledges he's a doctor. Why are you in my spawn, sir?
Oink.
You don't belong here.
I need health. I need to revive.
I need skill.
Save me.
You guys have
Relatable.
skill for sale in the shop?
Hold on, wait. Oh, they're in the
That'd be
middle.
sick.
They're in the middle.
One more. Yeah, one more. On me. Trevor. Oh, you do really need skill. You're not kidding. Help!
Wait,
I need
ah!
somebody.
You gotta get in the hill. Go get in the hill. The whole point is to capture the hill.
I was on
Oh,
it.
to the right? Wait, I need this. I need a gun. I need a gun. Give me. Yoinkers.
Ah!
Oh, solid 8 damage.
Well, this is
Oh,
awkward.
lasered.
Oh, he's tower. Tower.
Or, look
Oh,
right
He's
here,
like
right here.
soaring
On
at
me.
you too. It's okay, Troy.
He's on the move.
Hold on, I need some guns.
Listen, all I'm
I need some
saying is
guns.
I'm at the top.
I need some
all I'm
guns.
saying.
What do you mean you're at the top?
1 second.
Okay,
That's,
hold on. We
that's
gotta fix
all
this.
I'm saying. That's.
Hold on, we gotta fix this.
I'm dinking
Oh,
body shots,
oh.
really, but... Reloading.
I love this shotgun. Such a good gun.
I'm picking my teammate up because I'm a good teammate.
Yoink. Oh, we're making the flank of a sentry. Oh, he's just sitting behind there. He's right there. Sitting behind that to your right, Trevor.
Ah!
They're all weak if you guys want to push them.
I dinked him. Oh! Oh, I picked up
Ow.
Mamba. This
That's
is for
right.
Kobe. Alright, I died. Pushing.
Oh, no.
Pushing me. Pushing me.
Oh, my sensitivity is super low.
Oh, unlucky.
Yeah, I had to mess with mine for this. It's not
Just give
good.
up, huh?
We
Which is
are
me,
we are getting a little bit demolished here, gentlemen.
Don't include me in the
Are you
Wii.
sure? What
It's a
the
one-man
heck?
team
That has
over
a
here.
scope on it.
Wait, they're double peeking.
I wasn't ready to aim down sights that much.
One's on the left. One more on the left.
Come here, Troy. You
Oh.
look stupid.
Help! You are stupid.
Stop being skittish. I love that they got Doc's like voice lines in this too. It's so good.
we free to take that over?
Oh! No way. All right, come revive me.
Did you trade?
Somebody come revive me.
Oh!
I'm
I got
reviving
one.
you right now. You're okay.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Oh no, this is not great for me.
Oh, we got the flank. We got the
Help!
flank.
Oh, he's one shot. He's one shot on the flank.
I'm reloading.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Help me.
Very good job.
get
Good
Troy.
job.
Very good. Thanks, Doc.
I just got like
I'm
3
gonna get the
kills.
Sniper.
I'm
Oh, I'm getting shot in the back.
Alright.
Wait, from
Holy
who?
shit.
Where?
I want all these. Oh, they all left. Oh,
He's down.
Behind us, behind us, behind us. No. There's a sniper down on my. On the
shooting
break
at me?
thing.
no, there's a guy right there.
Hold on, I'm gonna try and just throw some little IV.
Oh, there's two. There's two
IV
here.
throws.
Oh. All right.
Gotta heal.
Sprained my ankle. I'm gonna die.
There's a guy
I'm dead.
behind me. Oh, this has no ammo. Oh, no, never mind. That was just me being revealed. I
Ow.
thought a minute I had no ammo. I'm gonna help you on site. Here we go. Oh, he's right around the
Flash
corner.
out.
Here. To your left.
Done.
Boom. Boom. Oh, clean sweep. All right, we got this. No chance.
Yeah, give me.
Oh,
give
behind
me
us.
Seems
this
easy.
gun, yeah. Wait, they might have flipped spawns.
Behind
Yeah, they
us,
flipped spawns.
There's one guy behind this too.
Oh, this
How
gun.
did that
Shot
not
him?
even hit you? Man, I'm
Headshot
missing.
that guy.
He's one shot.
9
There's a guy
damage.
behind this.
Not enough. I got shotgun.
I killed the down guy. Where?
Oh, I'm bad. It's just
That's correct.
danger close. He's on the container.
You're close. Oh, he's pushing up, I think.
He's on the container
oh,
still.
Ow! Stop shooting me,
Mr. Dr. Proverb.
Ah,
Mr. Doctor.
you gotta tell me you're down. I didn't know you were down.
Oh, Mr. Doctor, I need help.
Mr. Doctor, did you stop calling me doctor?
Oh, I'm so done. I'm so dead.
Troy, there's someone here. There's two here.
Yeah, that's correct. Why do you think
Hey,
I'm
we're
hiding?
dead. We're gonna die. Oh, I mantled. I didn't know I could
knocked
mantle
one.
that.
We have no tickets left.
Oh, he's weak. Revive me. Revive me.
Oh no, I can't. Hold up.
We'll kill him and then. Oh,
Ah!
never mind.
Trevor!
Oh, there's 3 on site.
Alright, last life. Last life. Last life. Don't die.
This game's easy.
Oh, I'm out. I'm dead. This game's easy.
Gun.
Yeah. All right, boy. You got him? Oh. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh.
Tell him.
Alright.
Oh. Brandon the kid? What? Oh, never mind. The kid. The kid. He's the kid.
The kid.
Apex Prime Cup.
You lost that round.
Here.
I finished like
I didn't-
unranked
that's
in
good.
League of Legends. I'm free for signing if anyone.
That is your entire competitive history right there.
Unranked.
Eliminations
Fantastic.
18.
Listen.
Downs 10. Revives 1.
I got
Yeah,
14.
good
That's all I'm
damage. Yeah,
saying.
good damage.
I'm a team player.
Take that.
I did the most damage on our team.
I wasn't even close.
Unbelievable.
All right, we'll do one more arms race and then we'll try.
I'll take it.
We'll try demolition.
I'll take
that's
it.
that's more like CS:GO, search and destroy, that type of thing.
That's what I started in. I always played COD for search.
Okay.
You always play COD for search.
That was my best game mode.
That was
the
all,
best
that
at
was the whole
search.
reason.
The only reason.
What do you guys play mouse? You guys play MKV, right? Mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha. What's your guys' thoughts on the reaction
out.
time of just
Oh.
what? Take what
I thought we were
out?
talking about aim assist.
What do you aim assist? Nah.
Already.
Nah, there's not that much aim assist. Yo, look.
Not in this game.
You gotta
I'm
hit.
surprised.
It didn't seem that
No,
bad.
that was the cool thing of like we just added Fixer, another sniper. So like I used to play Phantom a lot, and then they added Fixer, and I like Fixer. The only thing that I found with snipers is that the meta for this game, you have to play a little bit more aggressive with your running guns, like your SMGs, your ARs.
Yeah.
Kind of have to support your sniper. Your sniper can do a lot of damage, but you got to have like more of that kind of feel to it. So, that's more of kind of one of the things that I've noticed a lot with that.
Do you think there's going to be a sniper role in the competitive scene? Like, there's support.
I mean, I was watching
rifle.
a community tournament the other day, and they were running. The team that won was running a AR, 2 SMG. So basically, it was Vi. They had Scorch and Ronin, and then they had a sniper. So I think it really just
Okay.
depends on demolition. Right now is what community people are using for tournaments at the moment.
Yeah.
So they're always playing like our guys are doing a really good job of just like trying out different game modes and different things. I'm gonna play Phantom. And doing different things that like add more caliber. So like it's not just like these are your 3 game types. This is what we're gonna stick with for the year. No, like our guys are doing a really good job of like, here's a different game mode. Do you guys like this one? No, okay. How about this one? Do you guys like this one? Like, our guys with feedback, I've been really impressed with, and just like working with a lot of the developers and stuff when I did freelance stuff and like Halo, Call of Duty, Overwatch, Rainbow Six. The way that our dev team has really reached out to the community has been really impressive on the feedback. Yes, does stuff get answered as fast as as a player we want it to? No, but there's also a lot of stuff that has to get fixed and a lot of stuff to keep the game running. So I do like how we've been able to add new things and keep changing, adjusting and improving. I tell you, when they first came out with the game, and like if you guys saw what the game looked like 2-3 years ago, I played on some trial runs and stuff when it was first coming out, and it looked nothing like this. Like it's amazing what a game can become, and the teams that make it too. So all right, I'm going sniper.
Really good.
I'm going for the sniper this time. So
Didn't
try and cover me on the
I was
tower.
dancing.
You were what?
I didn't. Oh, this is a sniper you're referencing.
I was giving you a wealth of
there.
knowledge, and you just.
Yeah, I absolutely listened to all of it too. Thank you for it.
Hold on, smoke grenade. I'm gonna see if I can grab the sniper.
Oh, it's the right one.
I want to come back.
I love being able to switch shoulders of my aim.
It's the
such
best
a good
thing. I love it.
dynamic.
Yeah, that actually is really nice. Oh, there's two right, two right, two right.
Am I right? Oh God,
Like far right.
there's 2.
It's almost like I said that. That's crazy, huh?
Yeah, you said to the right, and then I looked right, and I took a katana to the face.
Sometimes it be like that, Got one down. He's almost dead. So you can push that. Oh,
It
nice!
should be there.
Wait, we push this. We push these together. Look at
I'm
that.
better than you.
Oh, we're actually sign me for the pro team already. I'm in.
Hold on. They're probably gonna flip spawns.
This is actually just my highlight reel, by the way.
Your highlight reel. This is your job application.
To become pro in
preview?
Rogue Company.
This is currently my
This is it.
Oh, that was. I saw that gun. I thought it was the person. I got scared. Oh, that.
Got
No
one.
ammo.
All right. Well, I don't want to talk about what just happened.
That was a highlight clip. Don't worry.
Let's go. I have
Someone near
both
me.
sides.
I can hear the
I feel like I'm
footsteps.
getting
Ah,
flanked
he's
or
behind me.
something.
Dude, I'm so good at this game. It's unbelievable. Ooh, piece of candy.
Oh, baby,
say
a
it's
triple.
candy?
Yeah, piece of
These
candy.
days candy. Oh my gosh.
KA30. Piece of candy.
You can throw the sword too. You guys know that, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
The katana.
I have still yet to actually be effective with that, but I do know it is.
I missed. Someone stole my kill with it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Do we flip?
Yeah, he's holding it down
Where-
over there.
Dude,
Me and Trevor
are they
just
still
holding
in
the
this
objective.
game?
Yeah, they're
No.
still there.
Are they here?
Oh no, I missed.
Are they
Wait, that
here?
guy's worse than
Trevor
I
died.
am. He's a half health.
Oh, I got him. Good work. Me and Trevor are elite. Our teamwork is, for people that hate each other, our teamwork's crazy.
You guys just
It's
talk a
a
lot, so
sicko mode.
it's really easy to over communicate.
That's a fair point. Oh, I think I'm immune. Cheater.
Oh, why am I reloading?
They're all up here.
They're
all up here.
pushing. They're pushing. Help.
Oh,
I got a hit marker. This
Oh,
should
they're
be a
all
one
weak.
shot. I'm
They're
upset.
all weak.
I missed.
oh, that's 2. Oh, let me hit sexy crayon.
He's on me.
You got this.
Wow.
You did not
Those
get
footsteps
that,
sounded a lot closer
What are you getting shot from?
than he really was.
huh? Over here, I think.
Yeah, he is.
Hello, friend.
He's a shotty. Going in.
Oh, are you still? You really are still sitting back there, huh?
Is he really?
Oh, Bob and weave.
Oh,
Oh my God,
oh,
he can't hit
looking.
me. Most elusive player in the game.
They're
Ah,
under
can't
the
hit
arch,
me.
under the
He
arch.
destroyed me.
What are you getting shot from?
He's sniping up here.
I got a double kill. So I'm better.
I need an adult behind you. Behind you, Mr. Dr. Provert, please.
Hold on, I'm trying to kill the
Yeah,
sniper.
no, I'll just put
Reloading.
it out. That's totally fine. Yeah, I don't need my life.
No, if you don't, you're okay.
Oh, I hate it here. You do everything for the team, and they just leave you on the dust. That's
Flip
crazy.
spawns.
Oh, there's 2 on me. I'm dead.
Coming
I
up.
want to help you.
There's a sniper. Come kill him. Kill him. And revive me. You didn't revive me. Oh, no.
Oh, that's tough, isn't it?
I have the
oh,
shotgun.
Crazy.
I was trying to
Trevor,
hold.
I'm reloading. Trevor, I'm reloading. Yeet!
Okay. I'm
I
also
got him.
reloading.
Not even worried.
I only have 2 shots
Not
left.
even worried. Is there
Oh,
someone
that's a
right up
grenade.
here?
Ah!
There's like 2 here.
Where are
Why
you?
running away?
Oh,
Shoot.
I'm nasty.
I didn't even see that.
Headshot that guy.
Teammate. Assist.
I got you. I got you.
I'm going double sniper. Oh, this is it. This is a move. Arms
I
raised,
don't know
double
if that's the
sniper.
move.
Die in
Use
like
the tower.
2.3 seconds.
No, literally, I can't die. I'm so good at this game. It's crazy.
Dink, dink. That guy's
Okay,
one
there's just
shot.
nobody going to the point. Oh, I see you. Ah, I missed. How'd I miss?
I missed all of my shots. He's close. He's on the wall.
Take me! You won't do it. You won't do it. You're afraid. I'm in your head. Rent
I'm
free
gonna
right
die. Proverb on your left.
Yeah, I'm running.
now. I'm
not
playing
running.
really intuitive gameplay right now.
Troy,
Oh.
get down here.
How did all 3 of you
Nothing.
die? I'm still confused.
I was down like the whole time.
There's like
Troy's
6
not
of us
even there.
looking at him.
Oh, God.
He's in the tower.
Let's see if the sniper's up again.
I have 2 if you want them.
This game is easy.
Oh. They're not in the tower.
So is there no real advantage to actually staying on point?
Where do they go? No.
Oh, they're right here.
The spawns flip.
Move here.
There's 2 of them on my ping. There's 3 of them on my ping.
Where's your ping?
Hey,
I
good.
don't see your ping.
I miss. I'm bad. I hit him once.
Go here.
Oh, they're in the room.
Oh, he closed the
I
garage
gotcha.
door on me. That was kind of rude, sir.
Open it back up. Knock,
That
knock.
was. Hold on.
Oh.
We need
Oh,
to
I
watch our
missed.
lives. They only got 1 left.
Oh, right here.
Take aim. Go here.
Oh, I'm nasty.
Did you hit that?
There's a guy in here on
Wait,
me.
that guy's not moving.
Oh God! I thought. Oh, there's 3 there.
Ah! Am I okay? How am I
Kid,
missing?
will you pick me up?
Are you okay?
Will you do something?
Oh, what happened? Oh no, Trevor.
Ah!
Oh no. Oh no, Trevor. No. Oh no.
I hate this game. I quit.
Oh, I'm nasty.
leaving. Oh,
Oh,
that's a
there's
grenade.
2 in that room.
He's close on this wall. He's right here.
They're kind of
How
trash.
do I, oh!
Go here.
Get melee.
Yeah, this team's worse than me.
We meet
I like this SMG a lot though.
zone.
Yeah, down the guy in
You
here.
almost got hit with the sword.
The last 2 are in here. Oh, they're both down. Okay, great work. Oh wait, one more in here. Right here. What's up, sexy crayon? On me.
Oh,
On me.
no, he should pull
Oh,
that up
Trevor!
for me.
What a player. What a player.
I'm a god.
Look at Troy over here. Look at Troy.
Scoreboard.
I'm so proud.
Yeah, who just picked you up? Me, stupid.
There's a. Oh, I got an achievement. So what's the what's your comparison? Like, is it pretty easy to just pick up and gun? Like, if you have a pretty decent
No.
concept of first-person shooters.
I wouldn't say it's easy. I'd say it's
This
still.
isn't first person.
I mean, third person. You know, shooters. Shooters.
I,
We'll go
I
with
hate
it.
this guy, dude. I hate this guy.
What I mean is
Uh,
any kind of shooter, FPS, 3-person, you know, aim down sights. It could be argued that it is a first person, just by the way, because you do aim down sights as first person shooter. So it could
Right.
be argued that way. It is third person still, but it's still
Third-person
a
shooter.
possibility.
But as a third-person shooter game, I think it's easier to pick up, just because you have like if you're good at third
It is.
person, you can easily see people around the map. So you can like just peek walls without having to actually peek them. That's something that people
That's the
in
one thing
H1Z1 did all the
yeah.
time. So
Like I feel like that's the different thing of third person with this, and the way that it's not a normal, like, you look at Gears of War and you look at like wall balancing and stuff like that. I feel like it has a different element of third person feel to where you can still go to first person aim down sights and still be able to like kind of peek shoot and stuff like that. But it also punishes you too if you do peek, because you still get seen. So I think that like there's a lot more strategic involved with it. Like, you can't just run around corners and blamelessly run and gun either.
yeah, and that's the
Yeah, I think-
cater to abilities too. If you have the better loadouts in general in your team comp, at least if you have better
Yeah.
abilities, you're gonna if you can use them, it'll be huge.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, and
I
this
think
was,
that's yeah.
I think it is in the sense of, like, you know, like compared to like Valorant or something like that, you know, there's I'd say more of a learning curve, is where it's harder to pick up comparatively to Rogue Company. I think this one's a lot easier for people that are not good at video games like myself. So this is, I do enjoy this experience a lot. It does have a really good feel to it. And then once you're able to get the actual feel down of the guns and being able to swap shoulders left and right, as I mentioned. I love that mechanic. That's such a good mechanic to be able to peek around corners. I think that helps a lot. So, with the experience we have with the playing, of course, it's a great time. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Proverb himself.
You want to give a shout out to this? I appreciate it.
Give the social tag. So people have complaints about this game. They want something balanced. Where can they find you at?
Not me. Socials, you can find all the high-res socials. We've got a great community team on both ends, anything from Rogue Company to Smite to Paladins to any other game that we put out. So make sure you guys hit them up. And then me, I think it's Dr. Proverb now is my Twitter handle. I can't remember, but you guys can find me there. And then sometimes I stream, but otherwise, yeah, Twitter is pretty much where I'm usually at. And then every once in a while I'll get on and play some Rogue Company. So if you're ever on, feel free to add me on Dr. Proverb on Epic or Xbox Live or anything like that.
Well, it's been a pleasure, of course. Thank you for carrying us. Even though Troy thinks
well, honestly, Troy actually carried us. So,
don't give him that credit. Don't give him that credit.
I didn't have to backpack too much. So, he did very well. He picked up on the game pretty quickly. So I got to give him credit where credit's due. Sorry, Trevor.
Well, we're gonna let this time to let Troy's ego deflate a little bit. We're gonna be right back here pretty shortly, talking about some more games and see everything else that is gonna be coming up after this. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back one more time to The Forge. We have had a long day already talking about Rogue Company, the splash it's going to make in the esports market, and got a little bit of a taste of gameplay itself along the way. Of course, Mr. Dr. Proverb, so kind of us to join. My name's still Trevor McNeil, alongside me still Troy Welling, as we get into our next segment here to start up the conversation. This is our proficiency task right now. Halo coming up next year. Are you gonna cop Halo? I mean, you got a little bit of experience in Halo, but are you looking to at least buy the title to try to transfer your skills from Apex Twitch Prime champion to Rogue Company champion to Halo champion?
So got the Master Chief Collection to test out, if I still would be good at Halo. I'm not. I definitely not even close to being good at Halo. So it's probably something that I will look to foresee that hopefully has a good campaign in the future that I could play, because it's competitively I'm just not good at Halo. I don't know what it is. Every other FPS I seem to be okay at, that roots from my Counter-Strike thousands of hours. But Halo Infinite should be exciting though. I mean, if there is a BR that obviously can bring back Halo, and you could either piss a lot of people off or make a lot of people happy. So that's the end all be all of if it does happen, if it, is a well functioning Halo game, Halo number 6, Halo Infinite. There's still not, I don't think there's an official release date. They say later this year. It is rumored earlier next year. So still kind of in between, somewhere along that time frame. But obviously It's a Halo game. Obviously everyone that plays games now grew up on Halo, I'm sure. Or at least played Halo once in their life. So it is a very popular game for a reason. It's an amazing series, and obviously Master Chief Collection brought a lot of that happiness and excitedness back towards the Halo series.
I think that's a point exactly, where we're at currently, because of 2020 just seems like, 19 and 20 both just kind of seem like the years of nostalgia, where you're now stretching back into those game titles where growing up, everybody played Halo, everybody played Modern Warfare, and it's now starting to rekindle this flame, this competitive spirit in the people that are, our age, early to mid 20s, where it's like, yes, I would love to commit 8 to 10 hours of my life to play this game. And the fact that it's starting to come back up to this one, competitive scene still bouncing back up and rebounding for that. We had the Halo 5 Pro Series that was ran by HCS not too long ago. The 4 competitions go across the board. It was Latin America, North America, EU, and then Australia, New Zealand. So the fact that, these Halo 5 competitions still going on, you're starting to see some more traction picking up again. As you mentioned, the excitedness coming back. These players, they're ready. They're looking for the next step. They want to come back into this one. And, you see players translate from one title to the next. And the fact that you're hitting this nostalgia, it's a very small stroke to hit, but you're able to hit that. And all of a sudden, all these players that have moved on to different titles think, well, wait a minute, Halo's a good game. I'm going to go back to that one and see what is going to come with that. Because just the fact that you have 6-8 months potentially for a release, depending on when they do, if it how far into next year it really goes. But bringing a BR into a potential, that's just the rave. Now everybody has a BR.
Yeah.
But there's Halo itself, as you mentioned, everybody's played it at some point. So I think they're doing a really good job already, in the sense that we don't really know a lot. It's all speculation, but it's a good sign.
Yeah, and as Mr. Dr. Proverb said earlier, the Halo scene has always been kind of iffy. It's been up and down as far as the amount of tournaments that have been held, the amount of backing it's had in general. So I think that's something that also needs to be seen in this up and coming Halo as well, is to have that kind of, if it is going to be a competitive or have a competitive scene, it has to have the support and have the backing, because like you were just talking about, the Halo 5 Championship Series, $10,000 for Season 1. It's a good prize pool, don't get me wrong, but for a championship series, it's something that Halo of all games would love to have that, be bigger and better. And people that have loved that game for so long would also like that to be bigger and better. So I think that it all tends to be, like I was saying for Rogue Company too, the backing and development it has that goes towards that professional scene and trying to cater towards those players and trying to actually make something for the game. I think that's going to be a huge part of Halo Infinite. If that is going to be a case, we obviously still don't know much about the game. So if it is going to have a competitive scene, I think that's going to be a major step in the right direction if they start to make their own tournaments and start, because I still, go back to Fortnite, game people love / hate. They did tournaments fantastically. They have weekly tournaments. They have cash cups every other, week or month that constantly give people the competitive grind to keep on going and keep getting better. They put a lot of money into that game, obviously made a lot of money in that game to be able to back that. But that's something that, if you have that kind of drive and you can just put on these tournaments for your professional players or just players in general, people are going to want to keep playing.
And it's also to the point now where, a point we talked about earlier, the fact that you're getting these partnerships, these crossovers from professional athletes and professional sports teams, where you're getting the support for all of this money to come through. So now you can get these sponsorships, get these partnerships to follow up, and your $10,000 championship prize pool can become $100,000, can become $1 million. And the fact that the growth is just there. And I think it's kind of a hindrance on the esports market itself, the fact that all these titles are releasing in the sense of, okay, well, yeah, we want to have a tournament. The Houston Rockets want to have an esports competition. What game do they pick? Well, now you have like 17 different titles you could pick from, whereas back in the day where it was like Call of Duty or Halo, which one do you want? And that's true. That's realistically all it was. But now with the amount of people that are coming, I think the amount of support that esports is getting from this, I think it sets the bar very well for Halo to come back into this competitive market where it is having the opportunity to set up phenomenal prize pools where these players can invest the time, invest and make it worthwhile. So it's not, something where a 16-year-old Booga walks home with $3.5 million.
Yeah.
The next 16-year-old out there is waiting for Halo practice, and he's waiting for this game and the chance that it could bring to this. I think there's a lot of potential. I don't want to hype it up too much because we all know how things go when you hype them up a little too much and they fall flat. But No Man's Sky. But I think I think there's a good precedence here that they could work off of.
Yeah, I agree. And Halo obviously still has that nostalgic feeling, like you were talking about. Halo's always been around. Same with Call of Duty. It's why people keep gaining these games year after year, or however many years it takes for each game to be developed. But Halo has always, in my eyes, looked the same, which has kept its nostalgic feel. Like there's, you get new graphics, you get whatever. Call of Duty's gone jetpacks and gone several different routes, old wars, new wars, or whatever it might be. But Halo has looked the same throughout its 6 games plus. And that is something that players, I think, would prefer, is that it gives you that old vibe. Nothing's really changed a lot about the game. Obviously it looks better because it's on new gens and PC and everything looks fantastic nowadays in 1080, 4K, whatever. So it just looks better, but it still has everything that the old Halos have had. And that's exactly what is going to bring some of those old gamers back into it.
Yeah, and as we mentioned with the with Halo 5, the fact that the championships, we had those 4 series, the 4 regions with the Sentinels, Just LATAM on top, and Cartel winning the 4 Halo 5 Pro Series championships. So, congratulations to those guys for doing that. But, looking forward into this one, to look into Halo Infinite to see what it's going to do. And you can't give enough credit to where they're at currently. And the fact that the progress is still there, and with PC and console, you can expect it's going to be a little bit of both. You'll probably see the crossplay. You'll probably see players that are going to have the preference of keyboard and mouse versus controller. That still playing on PC, because I think at a point, especially then a question mark coming in of next gen consoles. How's that going to affect the preference of players going with? Okay, do I stick with my PC or do I go off of the next generation of the Xbox? Because at this point, it's some of these consoles are looking a little bit better than some of our streaming PCs.
Honestly, playing the Master Chief Collection on PC, I still would prefer to play it on controller. Coming from a mouse and keyboard diehard fan, I think Halo still is one of those games that is so much better on controller and just feels so much better on controller compared to like Call of Duty, where I'd prefer mouse and keyboard just because it's a lot easier for me to aim. I actually still feel very much like Halo, at least for the recent recollection or remastered that they've done for the Master Chief Collection, feels so much better on controller. I know a lot of that has to do with the aim assist. Halo has some crazy aim assist, so it's pretty nice to have. In general, it's a bit different than some other games, but I still think it has that nostalgic feel and that everybody can still get into it going into the future.
Yeah, and the point of, it comes out looking into the future. Of course, all the information you can gather. There's always that one website, right? The Wikipedia-esque. So we've got to give a shout out to Halopedia because of the fact that they are celebrating 16 years of being around for the Halo community. And that is exactly in line with, where Halo's going. all of the early to mid, potentially even pushing late 20s people, stretching could be even into the 30s. You know, I don't know too much about, you know, where the actual demographic of Halo players are currently as far as age goes, but they're hitting the notes. Halo PD has been around for 16 years. The Halo franchise is a huge support for that. And in the sense of looking, Halo PD would have nothing to report on if Halo didn't exist anymore. Well, Halo keep coming back time and time again. That is allowing Halopedia. So we've got to give a shout out to them because they have all of the information about anything Halo ever. And it is that, like I said, the Wikipedia source type. So you can edit, you know, get the actual facts to come through. You know, if something changes, you can also go in, you know, with patch updates, etc. And that is something that actually just struck a memory in mind to compare what you're talking about Fortnite and the support of the tournaments. Please, 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 please.
Patch
Halo,
notes,
343,
please.
whoever, please have patch notes. I cannot express how much I need patch notes in my life because I want to know how much damage is falling off of the BR or the DMR or something. I got to know these minor number tweaks, please. For asking for a friend. It's me. I'm
on that page 100%. I used to live on patch notes. So obviously, both of us cast Fortnite or watch Fortnite in some aspect, and neither of us play it anymore. So it's straight up just us viewing the game and trying to watch it now and getting input from players we know or professional players, whatever, because there's no patch notes anymore. That's where I used to get a lot of my information to be able to talk about those damage drop-offs and then talk to people about the damage drop-offs and how they feel it impacted, all that kind of stuff. Please just patch notes. That's all I'm saying. Halo 6, it's all I need, please, in my life.
Yes.
But for I'm really excited, like we've been talking about, for Halo Infinite. I think it could revitalize the Halo series. I think it'd be nice to finally see Halo back up in some of those top games because it has fallen quite a bit in comparison to other newer games or games, even games that have been around a while. You know, Halo, League of Legends, Call of Duty, both still very, very popular as of right now. Halo just didn't get the quite the backing that the other games did, and I think that's something that they really will hopefully improve going into Halo Infinite.
And I think this is the perfect time frame for them to get that bounce back to come in, right? You know, this is the nostalgic effect. We have the money coming in, the finances are there, the opportunity is there. You know, everything's online now, especially, so you don't have to worry about renting out these huge facilities. You don't have to go get Staples Center downtown to host your Halo Infinite tournament. Like, you can just be like, hey, show up at this time, this day. We're going to be in this lobby, and there's $250,000 on the line. And first place gets like half of it. And all right, I'm in. That's all it takes. Like it's a point where this is the ease of tournaments is there. As we talked about Mr. Dr. Prova earlier, it's so much easier now to get in these competitions, to be able to play, to have these opportunities in competitive play. And I think Halo is on the perfect track, especially when you come in, you know, looking at the nostalgia effect. You know, I would love nothing more than to play Ice Cream Truck with my friends again. Like,
please.
You stretch back to the OG time frame where you have these opportunities, you know, with Forge mode coming back, the Halo ring coming back. Like, they are just hitting every single thing perfectly to be like, nostalgia, you want it, you got it. Come back to Halo, and this is the time. This is the opportunity, the silver platter for Halo to enter into the esports market.
One of the single greatest things Halo has ever done is Forge mode, and to be able to have custom game modes. That has literally like what the Halo scene was about back in the days, being able to play all those crazy maps and bumper cars and griffball, everything. It is so fun. So I'm really hoping that also is, you know, main part of what could keep the game alive. If Halo Infinite has that kind of backing and has that support, at least in the custom game kind of features, because I already know how much time people put into making maps that are just for fun online for whatever. So imagine they get to do that once again, that nostalgia feeling hitting back. Everyone's going to feel that once they're going down that same Warthog tunnel that we all know about and just get thrown into the abyss. It's a great feeling. So that's hopefully what we get to see in the future.
Yeah, well, looking for the future as Halo Infinite, of course, more details going to be coming in. I'm sure we'll have updates here and there as the Forge progresses. But for now, we'll bid adieu to that topic, and we will be back with more Forge action, more information coming up. Don't go anywhere. We're taking a short break. Stay tuned. Welcome back here to the Forge. Unfortunately, we are almost out of time. However, if you would like to stay connected with all of you, and you can stay connected with us, so you know when more is coming at you. Fortunately for me, though, I am almost out of time because I don't have to be with the other guy anymore. Trevor McNeil alongside Troy Welling for a very brief amount of time. Troy, we had a lot go on today. How do you feel about Rogue Company? What do you think about Halo? Kind of bring it all together for us.
Good. I mean, Rogue Company, I've been talking about this whole time. It seems like it has a good future, and I'm excited to hear the backing, obviously, from Mr. Dr. Proverb himself, getting a little behind the scenes and getting some more into the scenes and looking at the roadmap and everything. That's obviously a lot that they're going to be doing for that game, which is really exciting. Ranked is obviously the biggest thing that's really going to help boost that game up. I think it's an awesome future. Obviously, for Halo Infinite, we just have to hope for the best. That's realistically what we're all looking at right now, is just hope that that Halo game gives us that nostalgia feeling that the Master Chief Collection really did at the beginning of the drop, giving us all that sensational campaign, music and coming back into it. So as far as that goes, really looking forward to Halo scene, see if that can revitalize itself with Halo Infinite.
Yeah, looking forward for a lot of that. As you mentioned, the point of it being developer support. I think both of these titles have great opportunities to make it into the esports market with the finances and the developer support. They could definitely make a splash in becoming professional esports titles. Teams going to start signing their players. And a lot of the rumors coming around Halo, but of course, we just talked about it's all speculation at this point. So, Troy, I'd like to thank you, I guess, because production would like me to, for being here, I suppose. If people wanted to follow you, I don't know why they would. Where can they find you at?
At Pibcasts on Twitter, 3 B's, P-I-B-B-B, casts, like a shoutcaster, at Pibcasts on Twitter. I think, Twitch, Pib with 3 B's. I think that's it. YouTube, I barely am active on because I'm a college student. I hate my life. So we'll see how that all progresses. But yeah, thanks for having me. I was excited to be here. Hopefully this keeps on going, because boy, do we have a lot to talk about.
We have so much more that we can talk about, of course. Troy alongside me. My name, Trevor McNeil. Confused Caribou across the board. Twitter, Twitch. Like I said, YouTube, it's the same point. I really don't use it at all, but that's where you can find me as well. We'd like to say thank you to everybody for tuning in for our inaugural episode. As Troy said, hopefully there's going to be a lot more coming up. We can give a special thanks to our guest, especially Mr. Dr. Proverb himself, for coming onto the show, and everybody behind the scenes. On behalf of Troy and Skillshot Media, thank you for watching. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.